This is the Songbird. So right here I have, just a minute, and I'm back. So right now I have these plums that I cut up and put sugar in them and they've been simmering for a minute. Good long minute, maybe 25, 30 minutes. Okay. I just squeezed in some of the orange. I have a little problems with my hands, so what I did was I used this spoon, and as you can see, the spoon has serrated edges. Okay, so it's easier to scrape it into the pot without hurting your hands, or whichever is easier. And right there's a seed right there. You see that seed from the orange? And boy, is that delicious. And in this pan I have some oil melting. Underneath you can see some butter, and you can see how it's changing, because I wanted to have a good flavor for my donuts that I'm going to make. I just came from my daughter's house. She had some active dry natural yeast so that I could use that. I'm going to make me some yeast bread and some yeast donuts. Just a few, not dozens and dozens. You know, this is not a job. It's just something good to do when I'm at home. It's trying to be quarantined. I go to her house. She stays home, quarantined. Her kids are quarantined. We're all, social distancing. So it pays to have really good things to do. Like I said, practice our cooking so that when the day comes that we all get together again, all of us that love each other in a group, like with more than 10 people or 5 people, whatever. And basically, we want to have our cooking up to date so we can up to par. So that way we can cook, one person, each person cooks something, because, if you're a person who never really cooked that much because you had to work all day in the office, some of us work at home and you have more time to cook, to practice your recipes. Practice, and of course, means you got to eat it because, and by the way, this is going to be jam. It looks like it's it's a nice consistency to it. But it tastes really delicious right now. And I know when it cools off, it gets thicker, but I'm just going to let that break down just a little bit more because you can see the pieces. Yes, I left the skin on mine after I washed them off. You see? It's not completely done yet. I want it to break down a little more. You see the juice part. That's the juice that's coming right out of it on its own. And it is delicious. You see that? It's getting there, see? See, because when it cools off, it's going to be thicker. It's going to be settled down, and you can spread it on some toast. Oh, I've never had apricot jam before, but it tastes really good in this pan right now. I didn't plan it, like I said. Someone nice, her name is Annie. She gave me some plums. These apricots. It was about 6 little ones, and regular size. And we didn't eat them fast enough. I think we ate a few, and then it's been a few days, and these were sitting on the table getting stale. So I figured I better do something with them because I'm not gonna waste food. Waste not, want not, right? So at this point, I'm just gonna, if you want to put it in a blender or something like that, that would be your choice. I guess it would be jelly, when it's that smooth, right? But this is gonna be jam. Even though I keep cracking a joke in between saying, please pass the jelly. Love that. This is going to be so good. And that oil, I'm letting it warm up very slowly so I can give time for my dough that's in the fridge to finish up. And then I'm going to make me some yeast dough. Like I said, I'll have enough dough in the fridge to make maybe 4 donuts because I make a little small amount at a time. Waste not, want not. It's not a lot of people here. Okay. And then I'm going to make I'm going to use only a half a pack of that yeast because I'm going to make just a little. Matter of fact, I'll use a whole pack. And I'll use half of the dough for homemade bread with butter tonight. So I'll keep that in the fridge. And I'll use the other maybe I'll use 1/3 of the dough for donuts, and I'll use 2/3 to make my yeast bread. I love yeast bread fresh out the oven with butter on it. Ugh. But that's gonna be for later. So right now I gotta let this finish up, and so I can make my baking soda donuts that I have the dough in the fridge that I made earlier. I use baking soda and flour, egg, milk to make that dough. It's just sitting in the fridge resting right now. Yummy. Oh God, is that good? And get this off to here because it shouldn't be on a warm surface. And we'll see what happens in part 3 of this. Making jam, jelly, or donuts, or all of it, and baked bread with butter. Peace, love, and light.